Okay, so last time I went to this place, which is Moscow Zoo, it was 12 years ago, and I wasn't really taking video then, although I did take some film, pictures, which was basically turned later on into something called the Moscow Zoo Aquarium film on this channel. It's got some music I can't do anything with, but that's interesting, isn't it? Look at the size of these things flying around. What are they? Just normal ducks. I thought they were part of the exhibits, but they're not. They're just the birds of Moscow. This is a completely frozen pond. I don't think there's much necessarily going on it. It being winter, I was going to come in the summer. I didn't really get the time. Every weekend catching up with work because I'm working like I don't know what, but still wasn't appreciated, and I got the chop. So now I have to either not do it at all, and it's one of the things I was intending to do, or do it now that it's winter. If I don't do it now, I won't do it at all. So that's the idea. That's why we've come here today, to see this lovely zoo one more time, which I saw the first time I saw it 12 years ago. That was my only time here, and now I wanted to come and revisit it, especially the aquarium, if I managed to get there in time. So here we go. So I thought that this is the first exhibit I've come to that's got anything that might be non-native, but it's actually starlings and pigeons that they've put inside a cage. I thought it was a joke, but really, seriously, it's supposed to be Viajeira's wood pigeon, Columba palumbus. It's actually the same as any pigeon, species-wise, but they've actually made an exhibit out of it, which is quite remarkable. This one's Lady Amherst's pheasant, so that's something you can see. From time to time. And more types of pheasant. That's a golden pheasant, isn't it? Going along there. The grid is so fine that it becomes difficult to actually see them and film them, photograph them properly. Zolotoy Fazan, golden pheasant. Oh, and a red-billed chough. That's nice. That was what you just heard there. I wonder if I can actually see it through this grid. It's so... Oh, there. It's gone over there. Nice. I like choughs. No, I'm chuffed to see that. What kind of pheasant is this one? Well, it says swine hoe. Swine hoe is pheasant from Vietnam. And some small finches. It's because some of the birds are very small that they have to have such a fine grid. But it's not very good for filming because you have to get right up to it. Even when you get right up to it, you've still got bits of the wire in the way. Bit of a pity, really. Maybe they should have put glass in part of it for the sake of being able to, because it keeps these boys out as well. Otherwise they'd go in and take all the food. And here's a white tiger. The white tiger's got some broken glass. That's a bit worrying, isn't it? This looks a bit like the old Moscow, the typical Moscow window screen. Where is this white tiger gone? He was here a second ago. Oh, he's coming back. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, he's a big boy. Come on. Show yourself. Show yourself. Oh, yawning. Very nice. So you have to go to the souvenir shop to get to this guy here. This guy looks like he's a stuffed animal, but he is moving. So there you go. Show yourself. You look very bored. Yes. Poor old sausage. Big boy though. Looks old. Well, in here there's something called a manual. It's an owner's manual because it belongs to an owner. The zoo owns it. That's its range is somewhere in the middle of Central Asia. It's native to Central Asia. Obviously it's a cat, but it's so low to the ground that seems almost like a raccoon. Unfortunately, it wobbled off in some other direction. Oh, there it is on top of the. Can you see that there? On top of its own shed. Not very big. It looks like a particularly fat kind of domestic. It looks like bagpuss. The face looks completely like bagpuss. It's a pity it won't come near over here, because it's actually very interesting. I'm not sure I've seen one of those in an English zoo or a Polish zoo. It's actually quite interesting. I wouldn't mind having one of them actually. I wonder if they can be domesticated. It's an interesting looking animal. It's got its back to us. It's not interested. Oh, there. These are the other big cats, presumably are out because they weren't inside. There's nothing out here though. There's a crowd around there, so maybe that's because it's a big. Oh, this is interesting. Look, looks as though he's about to stalk and pounce. That guy looks like he's going to pounce on and attack that guy who's sitting there. Oh, stalking really slowly. Isn't that interesting? Like he wants to give him the shock of his life. I think this guy knows what's coming. Now I know why those... It becomes really slowly stalking. With his ears down. It's into attack mode.
Мне кажется, он сейчас примерз. Мне кажется, он понял, что там нормально. Ну да. Как вы мне надоели все.
Everybody's got to get right into the film. They all want to be YouTube stars. Okay. What a pity somebody has to get right into shot. Pathetic. Come on, you've got to be ready to bounce now. Whoa! Well done. Well done. Great theatre. Thanks. Okay. Anticlimax of the year. Right. He's not really interested in attacking just anybody. He only attacks the zookeeper. So these guys have decided to sit down there and get attacked, but unfortunately they're not going to get attacked. They might get attacked. Look, he's coming. Come on, attack us. He didn't get the special attack signal. Oh, he is. Не, садитесь, садитесь. Будет. Делает. Не дергнитесь. Он идет. Идет. Сейчас посмотрите. Ну, молодцы. You were going to get attacked, but those boys came running up and put the tiger off. He was nearly with you, you'll see it later.